truly
Let's
good to go.
go.
Vantage point, Alan. We've got virtually a full-on tactical camera. I don't think I've ever been so high up in a commentary position.
Good job. I'm scared of heights, then, isn't it? What an atmosphere. What a stadium. Let's hope the game matches it. Absolutely superb, isn't it?
Feel of the ball for Allison.
Let's go.
Seconds above the rounders. Get to the defeat. And begin to play their part.
This should probably be one of the best games
Plenty of
in
them.
all of the tournament. This should be the best game.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Here we go. Ooh. Ooh.
Whistle to his lips momentarily and now does decide to blow it.
Is that not a yellow card?
The free kick goes Morocco's way.
It's a reckless tackle.
Brazil going.
Ooh, got him.
Close on Thiago.
Morocco on that sack now.
Possible to him.
Applied attacking football right now, but that little push forward brought in by Douglas Santos. All English club centre-back pairing for Morocco in Fulham's Issa Diop and Shadi Riyad of Crystal Palace. Unai.
1v1 there with Santos, isn't it? Just like a forward or a midfielder, you want a good touch of the ball first. But as a defender, your first one-on-one, you want to win that tackle. And he did that.
Carlo.
Don Carlos had a smart World Cup trip. Even he, who's seen it all, done it all, won it all, is showing extra sign of animation and excitement.
Oh.
Brand new challenge for him at the age of 67. Free kick Morocco. Outcommitted by Roger Ibanez. As we heard from Tim Vickery pre-match, it was a bit of a surprise selection. Both fullbacks, Ibanez and Douglas Santos, came a bit out of the blue.
Clipped him.
Well, on set on the other side, Santos winning his first challenge. Ibanez didn't. He's given a free kick away in a dangerous position.
Clear tap to the ankles of Bilal El Khanous. Former Leicester man is going to take the free kick. Clear the first defender, but it was a Brazil flick on that almost came to Morocco's aid. Azraoui. El Khanous. Guadi. This is Junior and Hugo Thiago trying a little bit of a squeeze on the Moroccan players, but they are a very good team with the ball at their feet.
Very comfortable on the ball. Ball off from themselves straight away for the ball. No one hiding at all.
Oh.
Let's go from Lucas Paquetá.
Jeez.
Twice. He lunged in a bit, didn't make any contact with El Khanous. It's back with Bono.
Yeah, he wanted a foul and the crowd wanted a foul because his shirt was being pulled. He thought it was a foul.
Ibanez with the header. El Khanous with the pickup. And Unai. Forcing this for Morocco. Snatched away from Unai, but he recovers.
Who do you think will win? Please vote in the comment section. Go you there.
Morocco's attacking play from right back, just as he does for
Oh,
Paris
somebody
Saint-Germain.
just voted for Morocco to win.
Morocco made by far the brighter start here. All of the sting taken off that shot. It's a bit of a hack away. Morocco on top in the opening exchanges, and that will please Mohamed Wahabi no end.
Taking it into Brazil on the looking very comfortable on the ball.
It's the talented Boadi again. Here's Mazraoui. Al-Khanous. His touch is already giving Roger Ibanez a real test. Mazraoui. And Ibanez has been beaten. Mazraoui in. Unai couldn't get it. There it's made.
Morocco are cooking, you know.
Brazil rocking a bit.
Great play that was from Mazraoui down the left-hand side. The way he went past the defender. He pulled a brilliant ball back to the edge of the box as well.
El-Ainaoui with the shot.
Should do better. Doesn't get the strike anywhere near what he wants.
Gabriel actually missed it, trying to arch his back. That's El-Khanous with the shot. It's Bruno Guimaraes who came to Brazil's rescue. They just can't get away right now. Brahim Diaz. He gets it through. And the shot is right across the face. Nobody in there to attack it. Goal kick Brazil. And they might take as much time as they're allowed with this.
He's got every right to put his arms in the air, Hakimi, because I think that's a brilliant ball across. Far post, there's not one Moroccan player in and around the 18-yard box, never mind the 6-yard box.
As it gets it up and away. It's their first chance to use Igor Thiago as the focal point that he's meant to be. He's done pretty well with it. Bruno Guimaraes. Casemiro. Lost control, never had control. Come Morocco once more. It's Saibari. Essa Diop. Into El-Ainaoui. It's a little bit tight in there that time. Igor Thiago.
Can you believe Thiago started for Brazil? Unbelievable. This is some dream. All the way from Brentford, he started for Brazil. And this is what I mean, like, Brazil, once you're good enough, they'll put you in. Whilst in England, if you don't come from a big team, you'll start questioning. They don't even take players from, Forest, Brentford. It's pretty strange, but they did take some. They have to be absolutely PR, media pushed before they can take it from England. To play for England. Whilst these Brazilians.
Pings against Diop, but fell kindly to Mazraoui. You're just chatting his arm really with the effort. Morocco very neatly and pretty gracefully start to sweep it forward again. Boadi's really catching the eye already. Laid off for another shot towards Alisson's goal. The referee will blow his whistle here and give Brazil the decision.
Well, they had two or three times where they chose not to have a shot. I think it could have come a lot earlier. You're making contact like that.
Gabriel is so dramatic, man. Get up.
The free kick away.
Hakimi with fond memories of his last duel with Vinicius Junior. It was on this pitch last July. It was in the Club World Cup semi-final. He was part of the PSG team that beat Madrid 4-0. Vinicius Junior got the hook just after the hour mark, so Hakimi won that one. Chelsea had the last lap on PSG.
Very early, I know, but 2 or 3 occasions already, Hakimi's been going down that right-hand side.
Here we go.
This time it's Lucas Paquetá who's lost the
On
ball.
the attack.
And another opportunity. Unai sidesteps one challenge. Then he had 3 more to get through.
Jeez.
There was an opportunity to shoot first time round.
Should have. Again, He waits the opportunity to have a pop at goal. Unahi this time. Again, Brazil sloppy, losing the ball. He's not getting a free kick for that. Should have got his shot away a lot earlier.
Alcanus played a big part in that. Alcanus, Elanawi, Boadi, Diaz. They're really catching the eye early on. They're winning the midfield battle, no doubt.
It's very sloppy, and again Brazil giving the ball away in midfield, putting themselves under pressure.
Sabari. It's come to Unahi.
Morocco, they play like Brazil. They play the Brazilian way. Brazil on the back foot right now. They're on the back foot. The Moroccan fans are enjoying themselves. Listen to that.
Moroccan fans are giving it the
Ole.
against Brazil.
They're enjoying it, so they should. Been a really, really good start to this game. They've been the best team by a mile. Look far more comfortable on the ball.
The way they pass the ball, we think they're Brazil.
It's Alcanus. Sabari's not gone far away. Masraoui joining in with this attack. Now Sabari makes his move. It's come off Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes, nice and quick. With Lucas
And they're winning the second ball as well.
And a little bit of respite again.
I thought Bruno G was injured.
Fun, wasn't it? As soon as you touch it like that, Bruno, I know more than most. I watch him every week. He's very, very good at that.
Now by Ayoub Boadi. Made his Lille debut in October of 2023, 3 days after his 16th birthday. Currently doing a maths degree. He's a bright button. So Carlo Ancelotti's son Davide will be watching him closely. He'll be his Lille boss next season. On the bench next to Dav today for Brazil. Those stats tell a story, don't they? 6 Morocco attempts to the 1 Brazilian one.
And the possession as well.
And for all of that, nothing to worry Alisson yet.
Not yet, not at all. That'll be the one thing that they'll have to improve on and look to improve on. Everything else has been good.
Lucas Paquetá, chased by Alcanus. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior.
Vini finally gets a touch. Here we go. With Hakimi.
That's his first run.
Woo!
Looked like he was a chance.
Wow.
Oh, goodness me, you can just hear the roar of anticipation when Vinicius Junior gets the ball because they want him to run at the defender. He did that and get the ball in. That is a great ball.
Thiago. He should have scored. He should
He
score.
tries to glance it to the far post. Doesn't make the
He
connection
should score.
that he wants. Big chance.
For one of the big surprises in the Brazil lineup, named ahead of Manchester United's Mateus Cunha. Genuine target man. Genuine goal threat, having scored 25 for Brentford in the season just ended.
And for all of possession, I love seeing how well Morocco had done in the early part of the game. The brilliance from Vinicius Junior. Can do that any time in the game, can't he? You can just hear the roar of the crowd, and he responded to that.
Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel. Yes, Marquinhos. There's Paquetá. Trying to find Rafinha. Only finds Yassine Bonu.
Some ball that distance.
It's a foul committed by Igor Thiago. Free kick for Morocco.
There's that cross in there. Very, very good run. It's an absolute sitter.
Ronaldo at 9. Roberto Carlos.
Job of Vinicius Jr. What a ball in that was.
You endorsed by Roberto Carlos and Ronaldo. Once upon a time, it was one of them to the other one. From left to the middle to the goal.
How many times?
Incredible to think that Brazilian success since their heyday way back in 2002 has been thin on the ground. Bruno Guimaraes, a little spell on the ball for Brazil. Time to slow things down. Previous challenge, Brazil get the throw. Ibanez.
Brazil is slowing up the game. They're slowing down the game.
Gabriel to Rafinha. He will keep on swapping with Vinicius Jr.
We've got hold of the ball, haven't we? Slowed it down ever since that.
They had to slow the game down because Morocco were on 4. They're coming at them like rapid. So now Brazil doing what they do best, keeping the ball, playing like Barcelona, Man City.
Vini Junior, the smart turn. He finds Lucas Paquetá. Towards Rafinha, Igor Thiago will not get there before Bono does.
Let's see what he's trying to do there, Rafinha. It was a difficult ball to handle. He did his very, very best to try and get it into the path. Thiago, but it's just too much on it.
Now the tail of the game is starting to change.
Brazil are winning the second ball now.
Not be surprised if Carlo Ancelotti is sitting there, one eyebrow raised, thinking,
Number 5.
This is exactly how I saw it going. Weather a bit of a storm, take a bit of control.
Seen it all, done it all, hasn't he?
4 parts.
I'd be happy with that sort of thing, though. It keeps on happening. Mazraoui. Unai dispossessed by Roger Ibanez.
Oh, here we go, Rafinha.
Rafinha, really good ball to Vinicius Junior. Ticked off at the last by Hakimi, but he enjoyed that service.
Yeah, that was brilliant from Brazil. They were impressed as the team. Then that forward pass from Casemiro, and then another forward pass into Vinicius Junior, but really, really good defending. It had to be.
Corner kick to Brazil. There we go.
Noticeable. There's a little bit of time taken to retrieve the ball, to slow things down before the corner. They'll have the new laws about restarts. They're on goal kicks and throw-ins, not necessarily with corners. Referee will, first of all, keep a check of what's happening in the middle, but then eventually he will beckon Bruno Guimaraes to get on with it. Just wants a word first with Igor Thiago. His marker Neil El-Baoui. Flung in and Bono didn't get to it. He was ready to. It's Vinicius Junior.
Couldn't hit that first time, Vinicius Junior. Just had too much pace on it.
Listen,
and then his pass then.
Brazil
was exactly the same. Had too much pace on it too.
What team they put that? If you look at club level, all these guys who play for PSG, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, Barcelona.
Kings.
Was it? Said Barcelona play here. Newcastle United.
Wasn't the easiest of balls for Lucas Paquetá. He's just barked something at Roger Ibanez in frustration.
Milan. Oh, he's in. He's in. Goal. Oh. Morocco. Jeez.
What about the clinical goal finish from Saibari as well?
Morocco.
Morocco have been outstanding.
Bro.
That pass and that finish.
Bro, as soon as I saw the pass and he was through, it was in. On side. The bit offside trap. Alisson came out way too early.
Of those two centre halves, they are so wide open. He's got the option to go around the keeper, Alisson, because he's coming at him with pace. But no, the belief and the understanding and the confidence to lift it over him just like that. Perfection. It's a brilliant goal, it really is.
Ooh.
And a moving moment for Mohamed Ouabi.
I told you this game will be one of the best games in the competition. Told you.
When you talk about two of the best centre halves in the world in Marquinhos and Gabriel. Not there, they weren't.
Gabriel is overrated. Simple as that.
Would have driven 3 New York taxis between them. Or one Ismail Saibari. He's just come off the back of his best season yet with PSV Eindhoven, scoring 19 goals for them. What about that for a big one? One against Brazil at the World Cup.
Well, Thiago had that big chance at the other end. And that's what Brazil have offered up to now. But that was the first big opportunity for Morocco. Saibari didn't waste it. Such a clever finish, it really is.
And that opening goal comes just before the first half hydration break here at the New York, New Jersey Stadium. Don't forget you can scan the QR code to dive into the live team and player stats from this game in the BB Sport app. You can do that for this and for every game throughout this FIFA World Cup. I think the stats, Alan, will just tell one story in particular. Morocco on top.
Well, for a 4 or 5 minute period, Brazil came back into the game and, as I said, had that great chance for Thiago. Brilliant work from Vinicius Junior. But the reaction after that from Morocco was absolutely superb. And you're right, they have been the better team. They've looked very comfortable on the ball, but that pass there, you can see the run, you can see the angle of his body where he wants it.
Absolutely on side.
Straight through the middle. And the weight of the pass is brilliant. And as I said, you're just thinking, what's he going to do? Is he going to go around it or clip it over him like that? That is a striker full of confidence and full of belief.
Not much chance for Alisson. The beautiful ball through Real Madrid's Brahim Diaz. And Ismail Saibari with a celebration which I'm sure he already had in the back of his head, from the front of his head. He's still smiling about it. Look at that.
Unbelievable, mate. You score against Brazil, yeah, he'll be smiling all year round.
Deep joy and
the World Cup.
5% disbelief. What have I just done for my country?
We said about the quality of the centre halves as well. Not on that occasion. No way. The space for him to run through was unacceptable.
Ancelotti takes a seat, looking very statesmanlike and very frustrated all at once. His team are playing against the nation who have come into this game having lost only one of their last 38 full internationals. And that was the one against Senegal in the African Cup of Nations final, which they were eventually awarded 3-0. Work that one out.
This is against the Brazil side. The last time they lost an opening game in a World Cup was 1934.
Thought you came out with that one. I'll take that one off, shall I? I was saving that for later.
Got it in first, sorry. Proves to be reading the book anyway.
Yeah, you've done well. 20 opening World Cup games unbeaten, 17 wins. Long way to go in this one yet. Just going to put my hand over my notes so he can't read anymore.
They're in my notes too. I just got it out first.
Oh, it's going to be a long 6 weeks, isn't it? Played across towards Roger Ibanez, but a little bit too full. It's out for a Morocco throw. Might be a long 90 minutes for him. Played at the World Cup in 1990. 4 years later, he was the assistant to Arrigo Sacchi here in the USA. Ended up runners-up to Brazil over at the Pasadena Rose Bowl.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
Here come Morocco again. A marauding
Shoot.
Morocco. Hakimi's got a long way and then dragged his shot. That deserved a flourish to finish.
Brazil are all over the place. They're looking around at each other as if to say, who on earth should be closing him down? Again, the distance he travels without anyone coming to contact with him in a yellow shirt and just inviting him to get his shot away. Hakimi.
Ibanez to Rafinha. Casemiro had to battle. He needed too much time to begin with, and then he took too much time at the end.
Too slow. Too slow on the ball. Got to move the ball
Oh
quickly.
my days, Morocco
Exactly
brilliant.
what Morocco did when they get the ball. Pass it forward quickly.
What they're trying to do again with Hakimi prominent down the right-hand side. Unai. Duadi shielding his eyes from the late evening sun. Played out by Douglas Santos. It will be a Morocco throw. There's something, Alan, strangely passive about Brazil. They look almost sickly.
Well, I said before the game, when I did the radio interview, Radio 5, and the guys, I said my one concern would be the lack of legs in Brazil's midfield. And that's been the case up to now. They look tired. They look slow on the ball and ponderous. And there's too many red shirts are running past them.
Arm on the back of Brahim Diaz and then a chop to the front. That means it's going to be a Morocco free kick and a chance again. Brazil brought everybody back. No surprise that Igor Thiago will be centre forward turned centre back for the next minute. Next moment. Everybody's got some. Chipped in nicely, they didn't see that run of El Ainoui. Nice little ball in again, and Saibari has it again. Blocked by Marquinhos. Brahim Diaz, it was careless again from Lucas Paquetá.
Brazilian fans are going mad. They're angry. They're upset. They're hurt, and you can hear them. They're good, waving their arms in the air. Asking one of their players to show some responsibility and get on the ball and keep hold of the ball.
The pattern keeps repeating. Marquinhos. Look at that. Casemiro again was just waiting for him.
The reaction's terrible.
Clever from Unai. Just checked his pass. Didn't play into Hakimi, who would have been offside. No way through that time. Unai, though, retrieves. It was Brahim Diaz who was pouring through once more. That's not turned particularly clear. Hakimi, though, has had a wild swing at it. And Brazil are all over the place and are very, very lucky to only be one down.
You're absolutely right. They just can't get a hold of the ball. They keep giving it away. When they do get it, they're being closed down. Morocco have got the energy. They've got a buzz about their game. Brazil are actually the opposite to that. They've got to liven up here, Brazil. Being run ragged.
Nahi. Was that Tom Brady we just saw that? I think it was, yeah. FIFA very kindly furnished us with a list of attending celebrities pre-match. I got about 3 out of 30.
Beat me by one then.
He was one of the 3. Massively familiar with the work of Foot Crunch, but I'll do my homework next time. Here's Vinicius Junior. Very familiar with his one. He's got the chance to do some more of it.
Vinny! Woo-hoo-hoo! Vinny Junior. Oh my days. It's 1-1. Vinny announced himself. Hakimi should have done better there. Wow.
You've got that ability. Ramirez, a little ball in behind. And you said it, the one thing you cannot do is let him come back inside onto that right foot. Because you're in danger of putting it in the top corner. The whip he gets on it, the pace he gets on it, he's got the defender where he wants him. And that shift onto the right foot there just opens the door up so nicely for him. What Brazil have done is very little, but the 2 pieces of magic have come from that guy there.
Jeez.
The cross in for Thiago, which he should have scored, and that brilliant finish.
His 50th senior game before the Seleção. So only his 10th goal. By the end of this tournament, he might have added to that total significantly. On that evidence, he looks in the mood. Somebody needs to be in yellow.
Well, if that doesn't liven them up, nothing will.
Brazil 1, Morocco 1, and the open nature of the game continues. Here's Unai. And Bari just enough on it for Hakimi, who's just been caught by Vinicius Junior. He was only a glance, but enough.
Well, when you've been under huge pressure like Brazil have, you're looking to your star man to say, bail us out here, because we've done nothing in this game really up until now. And all eyes are on him. Everyone's looking at him to produce something very, very special. And he did just that.
Churchill went all the greatest players on the biggest stage to draw from. A sumptuous assist from a man from Madrid for the Morocco goal. And a bit of individual brilliance like that from another who plays at the Bernabeu for 1-1. Jose Mourinho, he's going to have some good players to work with, as if he didn't know. It's not a bad ball in, Alisson, with not a bad bit of goalkeeping. It's up and away to Mazraoui. It's really good goalkeeping. That's what he had to do. He had to come to make it, and he did. Bono, Rafinha saw that he was thinking about the pass out to Mazraoui, so he cut off that route. It's all the way through to Alisson.
Well, we thought it was going to be good. Hasn't disappointed, has it?
Really good. If you've got a Brazil hat on, you might say not for the right reasons, but for us, it's just perfect. This is a test of Morocco's mettle now.
Brazil fans, as I said, were throwing their arms at the players in anger 3 or 4 minutes ago. And now throwing them at them, cheering at them. Brought them back on side.
I think you might have gone too early with your Brazil opening game stat. Over the head of Roger Ibanez.
You get like that now just because I nicked it from you.
There's the changing emotion writ large across the features of Mohamed Wabi. Led the Moroccan under-20 side to win the under-20 World Cup as recently as last October. Quite a rapid rise through the ranks of the Royal Moroccan Football Federation. Saibari. Lanui. Finds Diop. Hakimi gets it up to Brahim Diaz, and that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be the first yellow card of the game. Delivered to Casemiro.
Casemiro, obviously, is the most obvious choice for yellow card, clearly.
And then a second or two later, Casemiro did that. You can't let that one go.
Oh yeah, definitely yellow card.
They just need to get up to speed with 1 or 2 games. Let's be honest, the second half of the season for Manchester United has been excellent. And the rest of the Brazil players are focused on defending again. And Forbes, it's a Diop. Crystal Palace's
Hakimi, man, you don't need there.
A little bit too much to do, and look at Vinicius Junior. He's not just scoring great individual goals, he's the main cheerleader on the field as well. He's whipping up the crowd at every opportunity. Nothing whipped them up more than this, though.
Brilliant. Won't get fed up with seeing that. It's just the way he shifts it onto his right foot. Know what he wants to do, but knowing what he's going to do, trying to stop him are 2 different things. Does it so quickly.
Because Paquetá's bundled off it, that's going to be a free kick. Tested by Neil Al-Alawi. Vinicius Junior. Because Paquetá. Back with Casemiro. And across to Marquinhos. Rafinha trying his luck down the right-hand side against Masraoui, who's got his measure. Nicely collected by Lucas Paquetá. Bruno Guimaraes couldn't keep it. Itaru goes back in to win it. Boadi. Just behind Saibari, whose breaks aren't that good.
A good fight in there, Boadi, you know. More than holding his own in that midfield.
Back comes Brahim Diaz on his Madrid colleague, Vinny Junior. And goes Vinicius Junior again, exchanging passes with Lucas Paquetá. Igor Thiago finds Ibanez. And Brazil now are responding to the beat of their supporters' drums. It's not quite a samba, but they're building a rhythm.
Got to get hold of it better, Thiago. When that ball goes into him there, can't afford to have another poor touch. You can't bounce off him like that.
Marquinhos. one for Rafinha, watching it over his head, and Bono had the advantage of watching it into his gloves.
I don't mind that, though, from Casemiro. At least he's now looking for that forward pass, the first time forward pass, rather than getting caught on the ball like he has done 3 or 4 times.
Casemiro. Vinicius Junior, stopped in his tracks by Hakimi.
Mamdani.
New York's mayor is here to watch.
Man like
He wasn't
Mamdani.
even on the list.
Football fan.
I'm happy with myself for that one.
I'll give you a pat on the back for that one.
And I know who he is.
Neymar Jr.
Mazraoui. That's overrun. Vinicius Junior was a little bit lucky he didn't get hurt there, but Morocco didn't do anything wrong and they're away. And they've got room. As ever, they've got Hakimi there on the right-hand side. Brazil in the middle this time do close ranks, but they haven't made a great fist of clearing once more. They've got a free kick there. Lucas Paquetá just waiting.
This game is the best game so far.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, didn't he? Just holding himself for that split second and waiting for that contact to go over and winning the free kick.
Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Douglas Santos still there. Left back's played 7 years in Russia. Don't hear a lot about Russia as a football nation just at the moment. In 7 years in Zenit St. Petersburg. Bruno Guimaraes was trying to win a corner. He's done better than that. He's kept the ball away from Mazraoui. Has he got a free kick? No. Still got the ball though. Tried to win a corner again. Guadi. Well, that was cool, but then he got very fortunate in that he didn't stick with Ibanez.
Foul. That's a card.
Himself on the wrong side of fortune. The referee says that's a foul on Brahim Diaz. And a yellow card.
Yeah.
I don't think he had too many complaints. I think he knew what he was doing. Brahim Diaz was away. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Been the most straightforward of games for him.
A bit tough, wasn't it?
His 8th international cap.
Brazil yellow card assist to number 14 for Ibanez. Ibanez, yellow card, Brazil.
Zimera. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. Stopped by Guadi. Unai finds Diaz. Diaz played the ball into the space, chased it himself. Now he's in trouble. Rafinha.
Oh. Ooh, that
You
looks
can
like
see
a
the reaction
50-50.
of Bilal El-Khanous. He thought it was a good tackle. To wrap himself around to get the ball.
He ended up getting, yeah, just about to say that. He didn't end up getting the ball, but he had to make contact with the player. Doing so.
Brazil free kick into the 45th minute. There's Gabriel going. A question many a team defending a set piece has asked all season long. Doesn't reach him.
Come on. Counter. Here comes the break.
4 minutes, at least 4 minutes of additional time at the end of the half.
Come on.
Douadi
Come on.
combining nicely and improvising well to keep possession for Morocco.
Techers for Morocco. Techers.
Hakimi plays older than his 18 years, does Douadi.
Been really impressed with him, running off the ball as well as on the ball. A really vulnerable Brazil on the counter-attack. As soon as they lose that ball, with the pace and the energy that Morocco have, feel as if they can hurt them.
Diop steers it back Bono's way. The greatest of clearances from Morocco's greatest ever goalkeeper. Bit of skill from Lucas Paquetá's been very well appreciated around the stadium. Douglas Santos, there's Lucas Paquetá.
Wow.
Brazil have a corner. Went for the spectacular. Ball was behind him. Just see him setting himself for it. Got a second or two to make his mind up and decide what he's going to do.
Wow.
He tries the spectacular.
Went for the
Just
scissors.
tries to guide it into that far corner. It's a good save.
Just a little bit more power would have done it.
Corner kick. Rafinha.
Rafinha's giving himself the maximum possible distance of a run, which isn't a big one. Whips it in, it's flicked across to nowhere. Goal kick Morocco. Marquinhos begs to differ.
Such a wicked ball to deal with. Pace in and then the flick on. Just hoping that someone in a yellow shirt is going to get on the end of it. Just can't.
Marquinhos' claim was never going to gain any ground. The new FIFA laws on corners are that corners that have been wrongly awarded can be overturned, but you can't give one that's not been given that should have been. I'm not sure my explanation made sense, and neither does the directive to me. If you know it's a corner or goal kick, just give it accordingly.
Few things we can say that about Morocco.
Vinicius Junior. Run into a cul-de-sac. Means Hakimi. Hakimi's not gone far and has the benefit of a referee's whistle, which you can hear the Brazilian reaction around the stadium too. Free kick Morocco and a little glance up at the big screen and at the clock. Most importantly from Hakimi.
1-1.
Good defending. Really good defending from Hakimi. You can hear the raw demand.
Look at that, Alan.
That's what Vinicius Junior's arms are up in the air for. Yeah, and he's high. That's exactly why. It's a tough one to spot for the referee, though. But I was just about to say about the expectation. You can hear it, can't you? He's their guy. As soon as he gets the ball, Vinicius Junior, there's a roar. They want him to run at the defenders.
Alisson. And that's it for the first half of the opening game of this World Cup for Brazil and for Morocco. And well, I hope that's given you enough encouragement to keep your long Saturday night going and get yourself ready and pumping for ATV Scotland later, because what a first half that was.
Wow.
Two superb
What's
goals.
Vinny chatting about?
The scoring for Morocco 11 minutes later. One just as good, if
What's
not
Vinny
better.
chatting about?
The individual brilliance of Vinicius Junior. And at the break, it's Brazil 1, Morocco 1.
We'll be back with Guy and Alan for the second half in that game, but it's been a really enjoyable first half. Yes, they're level as they head into the break, but Morocco, despite not having as much possession of Brazil, have had the better of it. They've had more shots. They've had the same number of shots on target, but they've had the better of the chances. It's just been an all-round really entertaining game, Joe.
Yeah, it's been fascinating. Two contrasting styles. Morocco so organised, so disciplined in how they play and deserve the lead. And you've got that brilliant Brazilian flair. What an unbelievable goal from Vinicius Junior.
I mean, it's pretty much how we thought this one might go, Gus.
Yes, certain point, yes. I'm surprised, happily surprised, that Morocco started the game very well. They look better technically than the Brazilians, which is a surprise. And the game plan is working better. The problem that against Brazil, that they got individualities. They got one player or two players that in one action, they can turn the game around, because nobody was expecting the goal from Vinicius at that time. He touched the ball 2 or 3 times. So it's a great game. Tactically, probably Ancelotti got more to work in halftime, but Morocco so far happy, no?
Yes, I am. I think that they show why they are so respected in world football. They play the game, not the event, and from the first kickoff of the match, they were there pressing, winning the ball high, and showing that they're here to win the game, and whoever is in front, even if it's Brazil, will give them a good run for their money.
Yeah, like you said, there was a danger that they might have been overawed by the occasion, by the opposition. It was absolutely not the case. And there were a couple of really good chances early on where we saw what they might be capable of in this game.
Yes, of course. As you can see, Morocco kept the ball during this first half. Technically, very great ability. El Kanous on the left-hand side, who's been playing instead of El Zalzouli, managed to keep the ball. Short passing. Mazraoui on the left side managed to tuck in, pull the ball back, and here I just think that Nael El Anuyawi didn't get a proper hit on the ball because he's just at the edge of the 18-yard box, and that was a clear action. And here again, as you can see, this time on the other side, Morocco have the control of the ball. Great pass here for Hakimi, and unfortunately, there's no Moroccan in the box, and he has to shoot, and it's very close.
Alan Shearer was saying in commentary that it was a great ball in. There was just nobody there, and you can hear the frustration from someone who was as successful as a striker as Alan was. But there was nobody there to meet that ball. But there've been some really good opportunities for Morocco even before they got the opening goal.
Yes, I like the way they plan the game. You know, it's not easier for a coach to go and say, okay, we play against Brazil, first game of the World Cup, let's have a goal from the beginning, you know, because it can work against you. And they were very brave, very good on the ball, creating chances until they got the goal that probably at that time they deserved.
Igor Thiago's got 22 goals in the Premier League this season, only 2 of them from headers. Did we see more evidence of that when he had the opportunity for Brazil?
Yeah, well, we cannot say too much what I say after his miss of air, but I would be very disappointed, myself at least, missing the ball, because I think it's a perfect cross, and the running, he's making a good run. Look, he ran away, and the ball is in front of him. It looked like, I don't know, he missed it completely. He would be disappointed with that, because that is why he's playing today, to have that presence on the box.
That'll be everything he dreamed of before the game, Gus, wouldn't it? Getting that Vinny movement up against Hakimi, and it was just on a plate. I thought he just got his feet wrong. I didn't quite get to the ball and probably saw the goal before it happened.
But that was the sort of pattern of the game, that Morocco had quite a few chances. They created a lot, and then Brazil had those individual moments. Morocco did eventually get their goal, and yes, it was an excellent finish. It was also a really good pass for them to get that win, to get that goal rather, from Saibari.
Yes, as we can see from the start here, Morocco, the 2 pivots, El Anuyawi press and with El Kanous. Here there's a pass straight in the middle, and now Brahim Diaz just had his head up, and he plays this ball between the 2 centre-backs, and Saibari knows he's got better pace, and he could take the goalkeeper's on. He decided to chip it above the goalkeeper, and legitimately, I think Morocco are ahead in this game, and it's well deserved.
Yeah, really well deserved, and a really well taken goal. Were there issues, do you think, from a Brazilian defensive point of view as well in this?
Well, I think Gus was talking about it before. Paquetá gave the ball away a lot in the first half and really struggled. But as they turned over, it's a brilliant finish by Saibari, of course it is. But as Diaz threads it through Marquinhos and Gabriel, we're going to see in a minute that Gabriel, his attention, he's immediately worried about that running Hakimi, so his body is open and ready for that right-hand side by Morocco, which means he can slide it through the middle, and the immediate Gabriel realises he's in trouble, and then Alisson gets stuck. So as we see it here, as the ball turns over, so we talked about Paquetá getting it nicked off him in the midfield a lot. And Diaz receives it on the half turn, and there's immediate problems. And we'll see Gabriel, he's so used to that right-hand side. He's so used to Hakimi charging up and down. His body's open, which means Diaz can be slightly more his side, which rules out Marquinhos. Gabriel's got nowhere, and then Alisson gets caught in that kind of no man's land. Can I cut it out? I can't. But take nothing away from that finish. Absolutely brilliant and a huge moment.
Yeah, they were allowed the opportunity, but it was still excellently taken by them, Gus.
No, it was very good. I mean, in terms of Morocco, perfect. You get the ball back, you find a midfielder who is very good on the ball, and the perfect run from the striker. I would be disappointed if I was one of the two central defenders. You know, we call it like when you're in an easy possession of the ball, you can be open and wide and try to be expansive. But as soon as the ball is not clean, you need to be marking and you need to defend the goal. As Joe said perfectly, Gabriel is running away from goal. What about Hakimi, who is coming 30 yards? The danger is the striker who is running straight in the middle. But until then, Morocco was the best team, so totally deserved.
You did want to see more from Vinicius Jr., it's fair to say.
I was complaining, to be honest. I was complaining. I was defending. Yes, he was.
But that was the conversation, which is that Vinicius Jr. can be quiet for long moments in games, and then when he gets the opportunity, he delivers.
And that's the beauty of it. Hakimi threatens, and it wasn't there in the goal. But here he's obviously on the outball for Morocco. And Vinicius, he just smells blood, does he? He's up against El Yaoui when he gets the ball back here. Oh, this is electric. We saw him go on the outside when Hakimi was there. He knows he can get on the inside. He doesn't even lift his head up. Electric goal. Brilliant finish. Massive moment.
And Hakimi's been playing really high, hasn't he?
Yeah, and I think Vinicius would have known that Hakimi wasn't there. Like I say, he went on the outside when he was. He knows he can get in. He doesn't look up once. It's a brilliant angle. Bono will just be trying to make himself as solid as he possibly can, but I just love how Vinicius, that's his comfort zone. That's where he feels his best. Not looked once at the goal for any young players at home. He knows the angles. He knows what to do. Brilliant.
You've got to appreciate the finish of that, but also you've got to look at the way that Morocco is setting up and look at the position of Hakimi and how high he is up the pitch.
Yes, I think that's how Morocco plays. You know, in transition, they know that Brazil will have most of the ball, but they need to attack, and that's how they created big chances. And I think on the right-hand side, they know that Hakimi, that's one of his qualities, done it all season with PSG, and he needs to take the channel with Brahim Diaz tucking inside. But obviously, when you've got Vinicius on your side, you will expose yourself. Now it's the team, the defense, to move and to try to cover behind Hakimi. But Morocco are here to play. We're not just going to stay at the back and defend on Vinicius all the match. So we need to create chances, and I think it's the best way to play against Brazil.
All square at half-time then between Brazil and Morocco in this Group C game. Remember, this is Scotland's game as well. They kick off at 2 o'clock in the morning against Haiti in their first World Cup in 28 years. Here's Kevin Bridges.
I'm on a journey that has brought me here, to the most famous football country in the world, Brazil. Can the game I once fell in love with be found again? I'm Kevin Bridges, and I am in search of the beautiful game. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
Not too much longer to go, Scotland fans. The Haiti game follows this one. The coverage will begin at 1:10. And then tomorrow night, it's Ivory Coast against Ecuador in Group E. That's from 11:15 on BBC One and iPlayer. Germany's first game against World Cup debutants Curacao is live on BBC Sounds at 6 o'clock. And the Scottish Football Podcast is also available right now on BBC Sounds. And there is, and will be, plenty to talk about.
There comes the Scotland team.
Until they kick off their first World Cup campaign since 1998. They're going to be up against Haiti in Boston, looking sharp, suited and booted. They'll be hoping that their game is as crisp when it gets underway against Haiti. Here's a little something to get you in the mood.
Good evening. How's the nerves?
Scotland, I really want them to do well, but it's one of those countries there where you know you look at them. Normally they don't really bother anyone. Scotland, do they? Don't bother no one.
Problems down the right-hand side. The initial idea is for Hafia and Vinny to combine. It's not working. They got nothing down the right, so Hafia has to now come out to the right. They're trying to find solutions during the course of the game. They're being outplayed, but you know what? There's plenty more individual talent to come off the bench and maybe win this game. You can never discount Brazil. That individual talent can always come to the rescue.
Tim Vickery, thank you very much. It has been a great team performance from Morocco. Some great individual moments from Brazil. It is 1-1 at half-time. Can Morocco still manage to control this second half and potentially take all 3 points from this, Hassan?
I think that they need to be better on the ball, to try to slow down the game when they got the ball and keep the ball and try to score when you got a chance. But the game's playing on. There is some fantastic players on the bench for Brazil, so I fear with time that Brazil will take the chances. So it's still 1-1, we're still there, and hopefully we can carry on like we did in the first half.
Taking you through the second half then, Alan Shearer, first of all, Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Kelly, and welcome back, everyone. And just a handy reminder that to enjoy the World Cup and everything else on BBC TV, radio, BBC Sounds and online, you need a TV licence. So if yours needs renewing, you can scan the code that's on your screen now to do so. It's going to be a bit of a renewal for Brazil as well, because they are readying at least one change, and I think there might be two for the start of the second half. We've seen Fabinho, ex of Liverpool, 3 years in Saudi Arabia now. He's been out warming up for the duration of half-time. And Danilo, ex of Manchester City, now back in Brazil with Flamengo, is going to come on as well. And the two booked are the two hooked, because it's Casemiro and Roger Ibanez who are making way.
Ooh, Casemiro's off, mate.
I don't think there's too much argument anyway.
No, not at all. I think both players had a really poor.
Casemiro again dominating in the midfield by.
Ibanez didn't offer enough, certainly defensively and going forward.
Last time these sides met in March 2023, it was a friendly international played in Tangier.
Casemiro was being dominating in that
Morocco led.
midfield.
Brazil equalised. Casemiro got the goal, actually. He won't be doing that today. And then Morocco won the game. Their only success in 3 previous meetings. Thiago's still up there, despite not having too many touches of the ball in that first 45 plus 5.
One touch that he should have been in the back of the net. Didn't get the connection, did he, with that header? I was impressed with that, by the way. Booked and hooked.
Just bask in the glory of that fake praise from the war. For a vast open bowl, as you'd expected in the country, particularly the city that gives you everything. The TA system is absolutely, I was going to say deafening. It's booming. Very efficient. I think you'll hear about the substitutions before we call them. Rafinha, faced by Masraoui. Masraoui takes issue with the assistant referee's verdict of corner. It's not for moving. It is going to be a Brazil corner.
Positive though from Rafinha, getting the ball straight away, going at the defender.
What's the capacity of the stadium?
He's been given as much space as he wants. No real pressure. Gabriel is stopped from getting anywhere near him for now. The referee blows his whistle and he's going to draw Gabriel over. Well, he's not. He's going to have a word. First of all, with his marker, Chadi Riyad. Now it will be time for the delivery. And it's blocked. I think it's going to be another corner, isn't it? Yeah. Same side.
Similar corner in the first half. Remember the one that was flicked on at that near post? Something they're trying to do. Leaving the space at the front for 2 or 3 to attack in there.
Well, then for Marquinhos to try and flick it. Nobody got any touch of great significance. Here's Vinicius Junior.
Here comes Vinny again.
Twisted the turn, but he can't get past this time. Brahim Diaz. Gacked up on in the end, but it's going to be a Morocco throw. It's nicely carried away in the first instance by El Khanous. Morocco, even though they've been pegged back, don't have to change too much, I would suspect. Very happy with
The vast majority of that first half. Trying to keep it going again.
Hakimi is such a quality player.
Morocco won. They have failed to win their first game at all 6 World Cups that they've played in.
Wasn't as good as mine. No.
Lucas Paquetá. Play brought back. Morocco free kick.
That looks like a nasty one as well.
Guimaraes wanders away from the scene.
He's a nasty player. Oh, it's a nasty one. He didn't even turn around to check on him. He's a nasty guy.
One from Hakimi, one on Hakimi.
It's a sore, and that is. It's just what we say to the referee. Gets it all wrong there. Guimaraes.
back to his feet. There's another one of those directors brought in that says a player receiving treatment on the field must leave and wait a minute before returning unless the injury was caused by a card-worthy foul. So that was a bit of a mishmash there as well. I suppose he had self-administered treatment rather than physio. Here's Marquinhos. Rafinha was left waiting for that. Masraoui was ordering him out of his way.
Wow.
Masraoui carries on. Good play from Masraoui.
Cooking Rafinha there.
He wasn't waiting for the ball to go straight into the forward.
Here we go. Morocco on the attack again.
Safari waiting in the middle. The only Morocco player in there right now. The big force all the way back.
Thiago's not really seen the ball, has it?
Hakimi. Makes the return to him and a gap appears for him. That's a good tackle.
What a tackle, man.
It had to be perfectly timed as well.
Now Vinny.
And here's Vinny Junior.
Pace.
Who's going to tackle him? Diop stands away. Vinicius Junior getting closer to goal before chipping across. Booted clear by Nusay Masraoui.
Look, when he gets that ball, there was 2-3 players around him trying to stop him.
There we go. I guess if it's good, it's back up.
Thank you.
Looking for
Rafinha for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go, go, go!
Well, they wanted to again, didn't want him behind.
Do you want me to speak to you on the cord on the headset? Not bothered about that. Yeah. Yeah. 2 cents.
Frantic chewing from the great man. Something today which does not surprise me, saying that in Brazil, the job of head coach of the national team, oh, what a chance! Bono gets his hands up. That came quickly.
Half the Moroccan team were looking at the ball that went out of play. Brazil just grabbed another one straight away and took the quick throw in.
Me too, as you could tell.
Caught them by surprise.
Lucas Paquetá. Danilo. Here's Rafinha, who looks to the going down that right-hand side since half-time, and he's made some room, but easily cleared.
Tackle.
Throw it.
Positive again, though. 1v1. Straight at Masraoui. Gets to the byline and puts the ball in the box. Better.
Just question, was that where the ball went out? Quick thinking, yeah. Lucas Paquetá. Vinny Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. Trying to go straight through 2. Brahim Diaz. Was that coming together between
Oh, he gave you away. Gave you away to Vinny.
Vinicius Junior, who does get a free kick. No, he
Nope.
doesn't. Advantage Brazil. Eagle Thiago lets it run. Vinicius Junior has it wrestled away from him by Hakimi.
Foul there, foul. That should be a yellow.
Morocco get the decision.
Hakimi's cooking, man.
Really well, and he allowed play to carry on. Could have blown for the free kick.
Hakimi's absolutely world class.
Clear foul by Fabinho.
Was when they won it back, yeah.
Slavkovic, a lucky charm when he's the referee for Vinicius Junior. He's the ref for the Champions League final at Wembley in 2024 when Vinicius Junior scored in Madrid's 2-0 win against Dortmund. One of the most experienced officials at the tournament. Brazilian drops a big bombing again. Seemed to work in the first half. Players responded to the constant beat.
What a pass.
Masraoui.
What a pass, man. What is cooking Rafinha? He's cooking Rafinha.
Some passes off Emi left foot.
Saibari looking for Rude in the middle. No way through to El Ainaoui. Diot. Paquetá. They're trying to draw a foul. Well, never mind trying. He just does it here.
You can see it. It's very difficult though when you've got to go in and you've got to commit yourself to the challenge. You can't let him go away easily. You've got to try and put that tackle in, but he knows that and he just gets his body across and wins the free kick.
Marquinhos. Gabriel.
A little bit slower this 10 minutes, hasn't it, in the second half? Both teams have slowed it down a little bit.
Douglas Santos to Gabriel, then Fabinho. One old head replacing another with him replacing Casemiro at the break. Rafinha.
Morocco, solid ball. This team is actually solid.
Closed up on him successfully.
No way through. Won't let them go through.
Letting you take that one.
Good pass.
Notice that watching the games on the US coverage. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. Well, there was a chance being taken, that's for sure, by El Ainaoui. Paid the price in terms of pain, nearly in terms of a goal.
Thiago just thought he could get there. He just thought he could get his toe to it. Just that split second too late.
We've noticed there's been quite a preoccupation with finding the famous faces in the crowd. A lot more regular intervals than we tend to do with the European coverage.
Last night it was a who's who, wasn't it, going around the stadium in the USA game.
Now in Los Angeles I found it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
David Beckham was there. My knowledge tends to be slightly shallow. Brahim Diaz. Diaz can't go any further.
Needs help, man. He needs support.
He's taken an arm to the face. The referee's happy for the game to go on. Bruno Guimaraes. Then Gabriel, who pirouettes to find Alisson. Morocco are starting to hunt.
Morocco are pressing on the hunt.
Rafinha. Brahim Diaz is soldiering on.
Mazwari is literally cooking Rafinha.
The next decision goes to Brazil. This was it.
Yeah.
It's just the fingers to the... I thought it was more or less the chin rather than the eyes. And well, maybe the side of the nose.
Oh, Lord, anyway. Down.
Morocco went hunting for a bit.
Rafinha. Masraoui trying to time his challenge. He didn't make any challenge. Vinicius Junior.
You can't let him cut it like that.
Fabinho.
You can't apply a low block for the against these people. You can't do that. Morocco are retreating. They're in. Every player behind the ball right now. Every player.
That first half was how it's been for Brazil. The stars leading the
Don't
team.
do that. You don't
Now
want
it
to do
looks
that
more of a team this half.
Not creating too much though.
No. Junior is the man for that, and he's failed in his task on that occasion. Safely away to Issa Diop. Issa Diop beats Igor Thiago. Alisson was thinking about getting that. Gabriel did it for him.
Sabari went short for the ball. It chose to go long and there's no one there.
Guadi. El Adawi. Unai. Swung a little bit too much that for Morocco, but so was the pass forward. Rafinha with a bit too much on it. Guadi then takes a chance but shows great confidence against Vinicius Junior. He's back at him to barge him. Well, there you go. The 18-year-old has got a reaction from one of the best players on the planet.
Yeah, he's impressing you. But should have been a simple pass that from Rafinha into Guimaraes. He makes the run, just gets too much on it. Too quick.
Double Brazil substitution.
Cunha.
Mateus Cunha is coming on. We think certainly that will be for Igor Thiago. Lucas Paquetá, meanwhile, has gone off. And there's the first change. Igor Thiago is going off. And the other player to come on is going to be Luis Enrique. Another one from Zenit in the Russian top flight. He has ostensibly replaced Paquetá, and it's Mateus Cunha replacing Igor Thiago. Did you sense that change coming?
Yeah. A little bit surprised it didn't happen sooner. Hasn't done a lot in the game. I know we said we missed that big chance, but other than that, not really offered anything.
It does mean with Luis Enrique going out to the right is that Rafinha will once again be more central. What a goal scorer he's become since Hansi Flick arrived at Barcelona following his move there from Leeds. That's Rafinha's move. 21 goals last season, 34 the year before that. He's a pretty handy player at Ellen Road too. Cleared by Bono. We might be about to see a Morocco reaction to the Brazil changes. Bruno Guimaraes. That's given it. Bruno thinks he should be more than just a free kick.
Because you're such a dirty player, Bruno.
That's what the ref saw. I don't think that was yellow card, did it?
No, not at all.
Fabinho did. Oh no, Fabinho's been asked to leave the field.
He's bleeding.
Because he's taken a blow to the mouth, as you can clearly see, so that will have to be tidied up and he'll have to be off for a minute. Didn't see how that came about.
Double substitution for Morocco.
2 Morocco substitutions. It's going to be Shemsdeen Talbi and Samir El Mourabet to come on. Maybe Morocco might delay those changes and play the minute without Fabinho. Bilal El Khanous will leave the action, and so too will Unai. Both had a really good first half. They've been a great deal quieter in the second.
Say that about a lot of people out on the pitch at the minute, though, couldn't you?
Mourabet of Strasbourg, only 19. This is his 5th senior appearance, his competitive debut. And Shemsdeen Talbi, well, we know all about in the northeast of England, having had a successful first season in the Premier League with Sunderland. One of 12 Black Cats to be playing at this World Cup, which is 2 more than the Real Madrid contingent, Alan.
And you all think you're a Sunderland fan, guy?
No, just putting it out there for your northeast knowledge to shine.
Yeah, they had a great season, Sunderland, didn't they? I mean it.
The teeth were not even gritted. I can vouch for you.
They absolutely did.
Fabinho's still off, and he's having to get a fresh shirt. The nose has been plugged. It's Allison. Luis Enrique's been hauled to the floor.
Good play. Quick.
Good of the ref to let them play as well.
That ball was rolling though.
Mateus Cunha on to make a difference. He'll just give them that little bit more than Igor Thiago. Whose day will come, I'm sure. Having had such a successful campaign with Brentford, already making his mark with 2 penalties scored for Brazil in his first 3 games.
Slightly surprised he didn't stop.
A lot of Brazilians were too.
Rafinha.
It was a beauty. It needed defending, and it was. Stanley by Rio. Luis Enrique. Fired across. Well, that was the idea. Masraoui made sure it didn't get there.
Yeah, he didn't have too many options, though, did he?
Masraoui has been the man of the match so far. He's got Rafinha switching.
For Santos. And this is Junior.
Rafinha switched away from him. He's moved away from Masraoui.
There's Cunha. Fist.
Brilliant ball across. Again, they choose to go with pace. Jimenez whips that ball across. Just can't get on the end of it.
I'm just saying, I thought it was Mateus Cunha's. Bruno Guimaraes, who hasn't got forward that often like that, but starting to now, which bodes well for Brazil.
Just thinking who's going to be brave, who's going to perhaps produce that piece of magic to go on and try and win this game.
Coming up towards the midway point of the second half, so whilst there is a delay in the game, the referee will call the hydration break for this half. There we are. You can see the code on your screen here now. You can have your say by scanning it on who's stood out for you in the game with BBC Sports Player Rater. Alan might be able to guide you through who he thinks has stood out so far on both sides.
I think it's pretty obvious for Brazil, isn't it? Vinicius Junior. I've been really impressed, as I've said 2 or 3 times now, with Boadi in the midfield. And everything he's done. Well, there's definitely not as much excitement, there's not as much energy from either side in the second half as there was in the first half.
What are we on a path towards? Brazil look as though they've got more control of the game now, but as you've said a few times, still no significant threat.
No, I mean, they had that ball that was whipped across there from Jimenez without anyone getting on the end of it. When you look at that, just having another look at that goal again, the pass from Diaz and the finish, Saibari was, as I said, absolutely superb, as was that. We haven't seen too much of that in this second half, if any at all.
Reminiscent, but from the other side of Folarin Balogun's goal for the USA last night in their fantastic opening win against Paraguay. That really did get the tournament going last night, didn't it?
Superb, wasn't it? Great performance and everything. It really
Come on, Morocco, do something. I need Morocco to score another goal, man.
Watching the news channels and the sports anchors all saying, well, proof there that the USA will be the team to watch in this Sunday.
Morocco World Cup, so they are up for it now. Well, they were right from the very first minute they were at it. Great energy, great appetite to go and win that game. Scored a couple of superb goals. So I've got a view of this incredible arena. Seat to the right, toward the top, the white seats. That's where most of the media is sitting. We're right near the top of that. This is high, very, very high. There is Bouadi finding Hakim. Another thing I did here watching the local coverage last night was after one of the hydration breaks, the phrase came, that's the end of the first quarter, and I thought, oh no, here we go. Each their own. There's Diop. He told me on the pub last night, anyway. Watching the game. There's Talbot. Masraoui. Saibari, he's got it, and it's blocked. It's going to be a corner. In fact, it's not. The flag's up for offside. Yeah, again, the run in behind. Just thinking, can the way to pass find him? Just. It's a good run, though. Gabriel. Is it returned? Santos. Says Cunha. This is Junior claiming he was being held. Look at this for Morocco. It wouldn't roll for Saibari. Slow onto it again, though, Gabriel, wasn't he? See from a long way where that ball was coming. Still didn't get on the end of it. Bouadi. Back to Bonnet.
Rafinha, nobody's pressing with him.
Demanding the ball. Getting it through up towards Hakimi. Diop. It's an easy comparison because of the hair, but Bouadi's reminding me of Matteo Guendouzi, the former Arsenal midfielder.
That's the one I was thinking about, the same player.
I think he looks a better prospect, though. He does look quality, hasn't he? Afraid every time. It's the option to get on the ball.
I should speed is everywhere, man.
It's Bouadi again. Away from Bruno Guimaraes.
Shaking hands to everyone. I should speed. All the big boys.
Hakimi. Lovely Morocco football.
Morocco football.
Talbi out of him. Options to the left include first Masraoui. No more of it was showing for it. Masraoui now with a chance to deliver. And Fabinho with a no-nonsense boot into touch. Yeah, not messing around at all. Good positioning from Fabinho.
Mazraoui, he's my man of the match so far. He's been my man of the match.
He reads it well.
Played so well. Rafinha can't even go past him. Cunha is trying. Vinny is trying. No one has managed to dribble past Mazwari.
Bono. With the head of Saibari, plenty of time for Marquinhos and Alisson to sort that out.
Again, he went short for it. He didn't want it over the top. He wanted it short. Ancelotti just to Vinicius Junior's left is screaming at Cunha to get across and make himself available.
Marquinhos. He's on level tonight, the captain with... In fact, he's overtaken Lucio. He's gone to 106 caps. Next in his sights will be Thiago Silva on 113. So, Brazil have to go all the way. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, he lost it.
Lost it. Talvi. Saibari. Vinicius Junior goes all the way from left to right, trying to make amends for giving away the ball.
He had to, didn't he?
Right now, that noise is telling us that it's a full house in New Jersey, New York. 80,663. Right now,
I think they're trying to start a press. He's trying to start press, but nobody's responding. Oh, this is not Barcelona, mate.
Talvi.
Morocco, they're playing fast. They're playing
possession.
Brazilian football, for real. Oh!
Bundles his way through with Talvi's assistance. Talvi across.
He done it. He done it. I need to see that again.
No one at all.
He made him.
Morocco enjoying a spell with 13 minutes of the 90 to go. Are Brazil just saving themselves for one great steam to the finish? Or are they just out of steam?
Well, you just wonder whether both teams in the last 15 minutes or so will be quite content and not take too many risks. Be content with the draw. Or is someone going to be brave? Go for the win.
Touch that
Cunha.
What a pass to him.
Diop allowed him to. And it's
Oh no.
Rafinha decided he had to swing and hit first time, and he never really looked to see where to put it.
Great ball down the line from Cunha into Vinicius Junior. And then he pulls it back with that. It's a really, really difficult angle, particularly when you're running away from goal. You've got to try and somehow swivel your body in the face in a direction. It's going to be very, very difficult to do that from that angle to beat the keeper.
And Bono's down. Fascinated by these new directives because we're being told that when a goalkeeper goes down, players cannot go to the technical area to have a word with the coaches, but quite a few have. Taking on water, which you can't deny them in these temperatures. And I think in this instance it is a genuine reason to go down. So we're having an impromptu extra hydration break. As Brazil get Danilo, the other Danilo Santos ready to come on. The one that was at Nottingham Forest. Two Moroccan changes imminent as well. Anas Salah Eddin and Ayoub Amamouni.
Mazwari has been no man of the match.
Bono's back to his feet. Brazil will make their change if Bruno Guimaraes goes off. And the Newcastle man replaced by Danilo. Back in Brazil with Botafogo, and he's been really shining for them. Time at Nottingham Forest disrupted by a really horrible ankle injury. Shining at the City Ground quite often as well, though, before he went back home. Knocked down by Douglas Santos is Fabinho and Gabriel. Got 10 minutes to go, but increasingly slow in game, but that is understandable.
Yep, no doubt about it.
There'll be a few like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Something, though, opening for Morocco once more. Talby's gone over to the left-hand side to have a go there. Cross doesn't get very far. Boadi. Back with Diop.
Oh, lost it.
Rafinha. Riyad goes with it. Vinicius Junior's gone across with Rafinha. Danilo. Douglas Santos. Mateus Cunha. Breezing past the challenges, and he's won a corner for Brazil.
Yeah, done really, really well. A couple of minutes ago, played that great ball down the left-hand side. And then
Can they not check that corner?
again, he picks the ball up and it's really positive and goes out the defence. Got a corner.
Oh, I don't think he has, you know.
That's not corner.
Worked. Corner wrongly awarded. Well, there we go.
Can they not check it?
Morocco were adamant. The referee got the word. No, other way. And so it's turned around.
That's it.
What was brought in for?
No cheating now.
That just seems like common sense. Eight minutes to go. I'm sure many of you are already turning your thoughts towards. In fact, your thoughts might have always been on Haiti against Scotland, which is on the way following this game.
Oh.
Was ready and waiting.
Diop, what are you doing?
Whether he could have gone in and slide tackled in on Rafinha.
Well, it was already hurt actually as he went in to make that vital challenge.
Sloppy.
From Diop here.
Really sloppy.
Keeper's only just got back to his feet after being treated a few moments ago.
Catches him with his arm, doesn't he?
Yeah, Rafinha beaten to it, that's all. Let off for Fulham defender Issa Diop.
Might have had a slide up there for the keeper if that was a 50-50 ball.
Messi Bono is down again. Goalkeeper you will remember for all his success in 11 years in Spain, particularly his 4 that he spent at Sevilla, twice a Europa League winner. He's been in Saudi for 3 years now at Al Hilal.
Still it coming.
Quite tentative with his shoulder. 6 minutes now of the 90 to go, and I would think another 5 or 6 to be added on. 1-1 between the team ranked 6th in the world, Brazil, and the team ranked 7th, Morocco. who are thinking about putting Mooney and Al-Kachawi into the game. He did play once at the last World Cup. That was in 2-0 win against Belgium. That's because Bonner was injured, not just in the warm-up, actually, after he lined up for the anthems.
Zidane.
There's another one I know that wasn't on the list. There you go. Two, in fact, Zidane and Son.
Best player I ever played against.
And you know what? I think one of the best players I ever watched at the '98 World Cup that you played at for England and that he won with France. And seeing him in the flesh, particularly in that final at the Stade de France against Brazil. For a big man, he was almost balletic.
Touch, technique, quality, balance. Just magnificent he was.
Says Cunha. Buati was being held on to, but wasn't having it. Didn't wait for the ref, just got away and ran away, but now he's given it away. Los Santos back to Gabriel, Alisson. If they've got the energy reserves left, this game is there to be won by either team. Both next in action on Friday. Morocco against Scotland in Boston. 11 p.m. kickoff for that one, UK time. Brazil take on Haiti even later in Philadelphia. Hakimi. None the worse for wear for his two injury scrapes. Buati has time to applaud the pass before taking it. I think we're in the city where they use the word he's got some cojones.
Wow.
Got some ability.
Definitely got ability, there's no doubt.
Marquinhos. A lazy sort of clearance. Anything like that might just give the Moroccans an extra bit of encouragement. Seize upon it, but what, he's certainly got energy to burn still.
They're the team now passing it around, they're the team are looking to get forward. As we've seen in the first half, they'll have to be very, very careful if they're going to do that. Can't believe that door, but the players that Brazil have got, particularly Vinicius Junior, we've seen a piece of brilliance in it. Could be over.
If anything, Morocco, are they just lacking a focal point?
Yeah. Not seeing enough quality in the final third in the second half from either team, really. Plenty of passes, plenty of people getting on the ball, but as yet...
Shoot!
He's on my Mooney. He's back in the challenge, but it's going to be a Brazil throw-in.
I was just waiting for him to bend one in the top corner then. Just as I said, there's not been enough quality up front.
Well, they're going to make a change at the top end, and the goal scorer, Ismail Saibari, is going off. Quiet second half, but he did enough in the first.
Absolutely. More than played his part in what Morocco have done today. Great finish. Clever.
It's going to be Sofiane Rahimi who comes on to replace him. Same sort of level as experience, but he is 5 years Saibari's senior. Also said that his words were yesterday, talking to the assembled world media, we'll do everything possible to make Moroccan fans happy and to honour Moroccan football with a fighting spirit. Well, tick in the box, Mohamed Ouavi, you've done that. Morocco look as good a bet as any that we've seen in Recent World Cup tournaments to finally be the ones to break the duck for Africa. I think on the evidence of this, they'll go on and win the World Cup, but they'll be tough to beat. Not yet win this opening game. Only takes one chance.
I think we knew that, didn't we? Getting to the semi-final 4 years ago, we knew that they were going to put up a good fight. Now they have got quality in there.
Says Cunha is tripped. It's going to be a free kick for Brazil. Ceremoniously stopped in his tracks.
10 minutes.
Oh, I've got the mystical double figures. 10 added on to the end. So there has to be time to go again for all those out there on the field.
Keeper's been down a couple of times, hasn't he, as well? That's why.
10 minutes of added time.
Marquinhos.
Crazy. You've got 10 minutes.
Around the corner for Rafinha. Rafinha pulls it back and it's flicked over the head of Vinicius Junior. Rafinha very quickly sized up it wasn't on for him from the angle.
And he suddenly realised he didn't have any other option again. He realised he was on his own and that's why he stopped. He couldn't shoot and he had to hold it.
He said Diop needs to stop passing it.
Away.
With the back passes, man. Like, all he's done is pass the ball back to the keeper.
Fabinho. Is this the start of the Brazil push to the end? It's Vinicius Junior. They've got a corner.
It's good defending from Hakimi. 1v1 again. He's not letting him past him on this occasion. But he does give the corner away. We've seen a couple already, haven't we? That they've tried to whip them to that near post for the flick on. I wonder whether they'll try and do something similar.
The camera will know exactly what he's doing. He's pointing it at the Arsenal player, you know. He's pointing it directly at the Arsenal player for this corner kick. Can he do it? Can he score from there?
He waits on the edge of the box, but
yeah,
it seems very likely that it will be ignored. This will be into the mixer. That comes from Cunha, there comes Bono to get two hands to it. Cunha.
Took him all again.
Corner again. Cunha again. Danilo's going to join in this time. It's just Marquinhos and Gabriel for the last one. And Bono again. Decisively gets it out of his area. Look at the room here for Danilo Santos. He did try from the angle. Marquinhos wanted it put under his head in the middle.
That's what exactly what he's seeing to him.
Bono's quality.
Good ball in behind again. He just think, is it too tight an angle to shoot it? That's what Marquinhos is saying to him. He should have gone across and squared it to him.
Top 5 leagues.
Would have to be some finish to score from that angle.
Hakimi.
Look at that pass.
Just catch Brazil out.
Look at that pass.
Mooney uses El Mouraben.
Oh, he done it. Oh.
Buadi.
Buadi for the midfield. He's controlling that midfield. It's crazy. The way that Buadi is running that midfield for Morocco against this Brazilian side is crazy. Look at him. He's had number 6. He's had the ball more than anybody else. Him and Kobe, that would be a sick partnership there. Look at him. He's not even scared. How old is he? 18. He's 18 years of age. And he's running that midfield as if he's 27.
Hakimi on the run. Gabriel leans into him, shoulder to shoulder, says the referee. But he also says corner Morocco.
He gets it right, I think. You do go shoulder to shoulder, but then once Gabriel goes down, it hits him.
He's running that midfield.
I think he goes out for the corner.
I'll see if he starts it. See if he's a veteran.
Yeah. Oh, you can see the frustration, can't you? Did what he had to do, and then got that stroke of bad luck that he didn't need. Substitute Samir El Mouravet, 19 years old, will take the corner for Morocco.
19 years old. Is that
Try
him?
and deliver a winning moment if he can. Pressure being put on Alisson on the goal line. Alisson decides to go back again. Talbi lets it go out. 5 minutes of the added to go. The referee's counting down. You can see his fingers in the air there. 2 seconds. 1. Get on with it. Get rid of it quick. Nicely done up to a point by Cunha, but then he lost possession in a dangerous place. Talbi. El Ainaoui. Sold short. Mooney on the wing, but he's back to win it.
They've been sloppy now. Both sides have been sloppy this last 5 minutes or so.
Bono. Reverse the flow there.
Oh.
Misjudged by Gabriel.
Oh. Put him under pressure, man.
I know he knocks it down, and there's a late challenge then on El Mouravet.
Where's the card?
That's going to bring Morocco a free kick.
The card?
Looked shaky, hasn't he, Gabriel, today? In 2 or 3 occasions, the ball's gone up to him. I thought he could have tapped it, and he didn't. He's been slow. Certainly with a goal in that first half, the gap between him and Marquinhos is huge.
Right decision there, Fabinho. Later into the challenge, boot to boot. What have Morocco got planned here? That's what Alisson's trying to work out. He's building his defences, keeping them as far away from his goal as they could possibly be. Mouravet with the left, and that's a waste.
It's all free kick, isn't it? That's such a good opportunity to try and put quality ball in the box so late in the game.
Put the ball, pinpoint that pass.
It's a bit of a waste of a goal kick. Well, punt clear anyway from Alisson as well. One that suggests 1-1 will do that.
Yeah, it's certainly had that feeling in the second half, hasn't it? Just feel it that both teams have been very, very reluctant to attack too much. In the case that they leave something at the back and be punished. Neither team's done enough to win it.
Gabriel has been the worst player for Brazil today.
Emphasis on the yet because there's over 2 minutes to play yet.
Ooh. Rafinha's getting cooked in this game, bro.
Danilo Santos. Vinicius Junior doesn't get what he wanted. Talbi. Rahimi, the 9 in the middle. The cheers are from the... Actually, no, they're cheers from the Morocco fans who are waving their teams forward. I thought it was Brazilian fans voicing their displeasure for a moment. Here goes Hakimi. Ran it too close. That's a chance. It's a good try. Spilled it. Recovered in the nick of time.
He had to recover as well. Once he parried it, wasn't 100% certain it was actually on target.
Bending all the time from El Ainaoui. I think it might have cracked in, you know.
Yeah, he had to react really quickly, and he did that.
Just got there before Ayoub Mouni, who was trying to steal in. Look, now, you know, it's hard to tell.
My eyes are still working, you see, even though we're that high up.
From way on high, we get to see maybe one last Moroccan corner. They started the game the stronger, they're ending the game the stronger.
Hakimi, too strong. Too much on it. Yes, Amamouni again, holding off the challengers. Back with Bono. Duarte. Back with Bono again. We're in the countdown to the final seconds, and that is it. In New York, New Jersey, the first game of the tournament at the stadium where it will end later on in next
Morocco.
month. And it's on us even
It's a
between
big lesson.
Brazil and Morocco.
It's massive.
Morocco, the stronger team.
It's a big lesson for any other team that's in this competition. Just play off. Just play football, man. It doesn't matter the name. Forget it's Brazil. Right? If you take your chances, you'll beat them. You can beat them. But that number 6 for Morocco is 19, 18, 19.
They are on the board now in terms of Group C.
Morocco are leading the table.
A couple of yellow cards compared to no yellow cards for Morocco. Then it's Morocco who are top of the table, thanks to what FIFA call the team conduct scores, basically their disciplinary records. And what it means, though, is that a win for either side in the game between Scotland against Haiti, which is at 2 o'clock, and they will top the group. If you've been trying to stay awake for that Scotland kickoff at 2 o'clock, really sorry about the second half of that game and how difficult it made it for you. And look, it was a lot quieter in the second half, and a lot of that really was down to the approach that Morocco put in. They seemed as though they were relatively happy with the point, Hassan.
Yes, I think they put a lot of energy in this first half, and we don't realize that it's the
If you Scotland, I hope they just play football, man.
Made 3 substitutions after 65 minutes. They start controlling the game again and having more of the possession. So overall, I'm quite happy with the draw.
Not a bad result at all for Morocco, but they didn't have a shot on goal, not a shot on target between the 31st minute and then that effort that we saw in the 99th minute of that game. What do we make of Brazil after all of that, Gus?
Nah.
Disappointed. We were expecting more, especially in the team game. The individuals, we know, they can produce at any time. Vinicius done it today, but it was not enough. I was surprised how bad technically they were today. I don't know if it was the pitch. You know, maybe the pitch didn't help. That was a problem. But they were missing passes, simple passes that you would expect a Brazilian player to do well. And then both teams, they didn't play to win. They played not to lose. And it's very difficult to play not to lose, trying to go forward. And it was practically no chances visible.
Should we remind ourselves of the first half? Because there were a couple of really good goals in that, Joe.
Yeah, of course. Let's not lose the fact that first half was enthralling, you know, tactically from both sides. It was so interesting. But here, as Gus talked about, Paquetá losing it in the midfield. And then Diaz just on that half turn. It's a beautiful ball. Saibari penetrates the 2 centre-halves. Disappointing. It will be for Gabriel with his body position. And almost Alisson as a triangle. They're 3 of their best players. And they got caught out there and they got punished. And Morocco took a deserved lead. That was a really, really good goal. This is Hakimi high, and his threat was so important in the first half. But Brazil knew they just had to isolate Vini Jr. once, especially if they could do it against Hakimi with him not there. And this is where he comes into his own. He was quiet in the game, of course he was, but you can't criticise players like this because they have their moments. On the big stage, he cuts in, thrashes it past Bono. What a massive moment.
Because Brazil and Morocco have played each other in the opening game of this group, there was always a chance that we might see this, that we might see things being even at the end of it. But what it does mean is that in a group in which the 6th and 7th ranked teams in the world are contenders, Scotland or Haiti have the chance to be top of this group at the end of the first round of matches. It puts them, I mean, yes, it's not a bad point for either Brazil or Morocco. But what does it say about their chances of progressing from the group, do you think?
I just think that Scotland's got a great opportunity. If they win tonight, they will become top of the group, and they will play Morocco in 5 days with a lot of confidence. And you know that a best third team can go through as well. So with 3 points and the positive goal difference, or 4 points, you will go through. So I do think there's still a lot to play for, but Scottish fans must be excited.
They are starting to get very excited and tired, I would imagine, as we push towards that 2 o'clock kickoff. What do you think it means for the group, Gus?
Well, I think normally the first games, they are very, very, very difficult to play. You know, everybody says how important it is to win. At the same time, what we said before, how important it is not to lose. I think it put Scotland in a great. If you are a Scottish player, the nation, I would say, you would be in a position to say, okay, we win this one, and we are incredible. I mean, the step is massive. So it's going to be a very important game.
Gus and Hassan, lovely to spend time with you this evening. We'll be seeing you again throughout the course of this tournament. But we're nearly there. It is nearly time for Scotland. Joe, you're going to stay with us for that one. After 28 years, there is less than an hour to go until kick-off for Scotland at the World Cup. Their game against Haiti is next, and it feels as though the whole country is behind them.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to take a quick break myself, then I'll come back for the Scotland game. I want to see Scott McTominay play, man. And maybe Tyler Fletcher. I want to see Tyler Fletcher come back and McTominay come back. So I'll see you guys for the Scotland versus Haiti game. Brazil 1, Morocco 1.